Hello, and welcome to Wake Up Call with me, Michelle McCarthy. I am your wake up call today, you lucky lot. So we have got a jam-packed day today, full of fabulousness. I've got a sneaky peek on my knee here of what we've got coming up later. But of course, I'm not alone. I do have the fabulous and beautiful Becky with me this morning.
Oh, that's me!
A quick cheeky hello.
Hiya, you're all right. I've already got loads of people messaging in. We'll say hello to you all in a bit. But yeah, we've got loads coming up, haven't we?
We have. So later on today, we have got a craft along with the beautiful Debbie. So that's with the iris folding. Yes, so Joe's going to be crafting along. I think Joe might be enjoying this one a little bit more than the one the other day. Stressed him out a little bit. A bit of fussy cutting, a bit stressful for him for his first time. So so it's the iris folding. So I'm going to be doing this in Wake Up Call. A little sample with the iris folding. But yes, do join Debbie later because that's a fabulous project she's got. So that's. Yes, I mean it's that good. Even Ben can do it. So what can I say? So that's at 3 p.m. today here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern, and 7 a.m. Pacific. And then we've got Monday Makers later on, and that's also with the beautiful Debbie. And so she's got all sorts of fabulous goodies for you as well. So we've got these coming up, so these beautiful cutting panels. So I'm going to show you how to make this one this morning. And then we've also got these fabulous resist stamps. Best ever prices today on both of these. So if you're going to grab them today, absolutely. So I'm going to show you how to make this. But so I will pass you over to the beautiful Becky.
And I will catch them wonderfully. And I will let you know some of the goodies that we've got coming up for you today. Let's get started, shall we, with the iris folding. Now, this is our craft along that we've got for you today. And you are going to be getting a massive amount in here. What this gives you is almost that origami look and style with the folds, but so much easier because you've got all the tools you need. You'll notice that you're getting each of these wonderful designs in the collection, and you're also getting the papers to go with them as well. So you're getting 108 sheets in each of these approximately, which just gives you an idea of how much this can make. So today for you, you should be paying nearly £120, but actually it's just $95.85 or $158, and that's 95 cents at the end of it. We've also got, because it is the start of the week, our Monday Makers. And for the Monday Makers, I've got a couple of treats for you. First off, I want to show you one of our creator cards. If you've never seen creator cards before, they're kind of revolutionary. They're really cool. Essentially what you have is a wonderful die that you run through your machine, and just like this, you've made a card. It really is that simple. So we're bringing to you the 6 different designs here, as well as some of your acetate, which can be really nice just to add a little bit of rigidity in your creator cards. So you've got lots of different wonderful designs there, including but not limited to the likes of your rose trellis as well. All of that today, £33.99 or $55.99. The final little sneaky peek that I'm going to show to you now is the resist stamps. Now we're going to be talking about these a little bit more as the show goes on, but it kind of does what it says on the tin. You're getting these wonderful stamps that give you a unique look. It's almost like a feathery look. It's really pretty. $25.90 on that collection today, or $51.90. We've already got loads of you getting in touch with us. Good morning. Georgianne says, hi Becky and Michelle from Clearwater, Florida. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Ben's in the UK saying morning everyone. Oh Ben, hey up, I know him. Hey, I was talking about him before, wasn't I? Looking at a picture of him. Yeah.
Top fan, he's got his top fan badge and everything.
Yeah, he has. Oh, he's a good egg. Hello to Sarah saying, hello everyone from Melbourne, Australia. I hope you're doing well and sending hugs. Lee Rugg is saying, how wonderful to see Becky this morning. Oh, thanks. Good morning to you both, Becky and Michelle. A beautiful way to start the morning. Good morning from Maine. Oh, that's lovely of you. Thank you. Hey up. Do feel free to get social because I love hearing from you. Did you know that today in the UK it is National Postal Service Day? Yep, it is meant to be the day that we give a shout out to all of our postal workers. So if you have got a special postie, do feel free to give them a little bit of a message. Maybe they're a bit quirky. Have you had a recent story where someone's delivered something, maybe dressed festively, or just they've left that item in a place they shouldn't? You're a gun. Feel free to message us in, whether it's to spread love or you just want to vent to get it out. Feel free to get in touch with us. You can see those details at the bottom of your screen. And if you would like to give your postal worker a little bit of an extra something to carry on down your driveway, well, I may well have it for you in this week's brand new Get It, Got It Good. This is your Get It, Got It Good today, and it's our paper library. If you've not seen this before, be prepared to be organised. You're going to get 15 different sort of themes, if you will, and then you're going to be getting 10 different pieces in each one. So, for example, this is your autumn. You've got those lovely autumnal colours, the wooden design. You've got your Halloween here as well, contemporary Christmas, that modern edge. And this is the lovely thing, 15 different themes, all with different one-sided designs. So you don't have to worry about, kind of wasting one side. You've got everything that you need. And if you think about it, there's 12 months in the year, there's 15 themes in this. So you are going to be making cards all the way from January till December. Well, until you run out of one, of course, but it really is all themes covered. For today, just $79.99, and that is $88.99. Best deal we've done on that, and that is this week's Get It, Got It Good. So seize the moment on that one, because there is absolutely loads in this, so do treat yourself. Now, we have got a craft along coming up, haven't we, Michelle? Tell us a bit about it.
So the craft along this afternoon is with the beautiful Debbie, and she's doing the iris folding. Now, if you've not seen our dies and our collection of iris folding stuff, you are absolutely missing out. Because if you're very much like me and think, oh, iris folding, I remember having to cut my own apertures out and printing the templates off the internet and never getting that nice clean cut. And then thinking, actually, that's a bit pants, and just throwing it away. You're not going to do that with these. So with this collection, so this is the English rose. So you get the die to cut out. So obviously this one's your rose, and you get this, it's not a stencil, so you get that lays behind it, and you literally follow it. It's like colour by numbers, but you're laying strips by numbers. So you've got your strips down here that you use, you just follow your numbers, fold them over, stick them down, and Bob's your uncle. So that's your English rose. And then this is Glamour. And like I said, back in the day when we used to have to cut the aperture out ourselves, there's no way I would have been cutting that aperture out to make that beautiful dress. But with this kit, it just makes that so much easier.
It's very sort of Kerry Bradshaw, that, isn't it? It
is, yes. And the name Glamour, so perfect. So party time, those beautiful balloons. And I love that some of the papers have got that lovely polka dot effect. I absolutely love a polka dot paper. Up, up and away. So that beautiful hot air balloon. So again, you get the die to cut the aperture out. You get some extra elements in there like the sun and the clouds and a bit of bunting. And again, the colour by numbers, it's lay your paper by numbers, literally. So Poppies. Now I adore this one. And again, so on these, there's no way I would have cut that aperture out years ago when that's what we had to do. So this kit just makes it so much just fun, and that's what we want from our crafting. So again, those beautiful colours. So you get all the different coloured papers as well with these kits. Happy birthday. Look at that. So this is your gift wrapped. And for some reason, I originally thought that was a cake.
A cake?
I know.
You can do a present-shaped cake.
Well, you can, yeah. I just saw it from a distance and I thought, that's a weird cake. And it's a weird cake because it's a present. So there you go. So you've got that beautiful present there. And then this one, congratulations. I mean, this doesn't have to be a wine or a champagne bottle. If you're doing it for the kids, it can be a Coke bottle or, you know, anything like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be the champagne. And then last but not least, your butterfly.
Aww.
And I adore this one. And again, so you get the dies in there, the papers, you get that beautiful element there that you lay behind so you can follow exactly where you need to put your papers. So a brilliant, brilliant kit, and I think that's what we're going to have a play with now.
Fabulous.
So I've brought mine in. So these are the papers that you get. So there's 108 papers in there. But the thing is, there's much more, because when you pull one of these out and you folded it over and you're laying it across, some of them you're going to cut into 2, 3, 4 pieces.
Got
so
you.
you're actually getting so much more than just the 108 pieces.
That's great.
It's absolutely fabulous. And like I said, I wasn't a big fan of iris folding, but when I got these, oh my God, it just makes it so much fun again.
Yeah.
And it was definitely a craft that I'd stopped having fun with, so stopped doing.
Yeah.
But with these, I just love doing them.
That's great.
Absolutely. So that is, that's what you lay behind. So you cut this out, you lay that behind, and you're literally laying your papers across. So I'll show you. So bring our plate in and a piece of card. So I've got a piece of card and I've cut it 6 by 6. And I'm going to lay this in the middle and cut it out. I'm going to tape it down because I want it to stay in place. So let's just get that lined up. I'm just doing this by eye, but you want to measure exactly where you're putting it. Then you do that. So I'm just taping into the middle because I know that that's the bit that's going to be coming out. So I know that when my low tack tape becomes high tack tape run through the machine, I'm not going to be damaging my my paper. Definitely needs to be peeled back very carefully. Yes, it's the magic of the Gemini, because the pressure's so great. That's what it just does. It makes it. It does. Georgina's just said it packs a punch, and it absolutely does. So that's my aperture that I want die cut in. And then this is obviously the bit that is coming out. So if I want to peel my tape off, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift that corner gently, and I'm just going to peel it right back against itself, just like that. And that's the best way to get it off without ripping your paper.
Great.
Not that I needed to do that, I just wanted to show you. Well, there's no better way than being shown.
Very true.
So, this is my stencil-y thing. It's not a stencil, what is it? It's a template. That's it. Tape, it's there. I'm looking for my tape and it's right next to me. So what I'm going to do is, I've put this on backwards. So this is the way I've cut it out. It's not so obvious with the butterfly, but with some of the others it is. This is the way I've cut it out, and if I lay it on that way, it's going to be upside down. So you need to turn it over and lay it on your template.
Okay.
Because this is where you're going to have the workings, the back of how it's going to look. So basically this is where these are all going. So once these are over, you're going to turn it back over and it's going to show through the front. So we're working on the back or the behind piece. So I'm just laying that down, getting that nice and into place, and then we're going to start. So all you're going to do is, you're going to bring all your papers in, whichever one's colours you've decided on. So I've got these lovely blues, lots of different shades. And this is entirely up to you how you lay these down. You can lay them all down randomly. You can put them in a particular colour order. Absolutely doesn't matter. It depends what you're looking for. And this is where your tape's going to come in. In fact, do I have one on a roll that makes it easier? No. So what we're going to do, so just ignore that bit. So make sure that that's not moving and it's exactly where it is. So this says number 1 and there's a line above it. And obviously we don't need that full piece. So we're just going to either rip it down or cut it down. And I'm just going to, so this is my piece of paper that I folded in half. And that lovely folded edge is the piece that's going to show through the aperture, not the 2 rough edges. So I'm just going to literally lay it up to that line of the number 1, and we're just going to tape it down.
Lovely.
And that's it.
Hey, that's easy.
That's it. So again, so that's number 2. We're just going to judge that we've got enough. Give it a nice good crease. And then get a couple of pieces of tape. And put it up to that line. And then you're just going to tape that down.
Lovely.
So you don't have to use our low-tack tape for this. You can use a bit of sellotape. Anything you like really, because you're not going to see it. So just as long as it's nice and secure and you're not going to see it through your aperture, absolutely use whatever you want.
Great.
So again, so that's the number 3 line. We're going to make sure that this is long enough. Make sure that's nice and burnished. Lay it against there and then tape it down.
That's great.
So this is the fun bit, building it up.
And then how
colours.
have you folded them in half?
So I've just got one of the pieces of paper, and because it's a nice lightweight paper, I've just folded it over at the end,
isn't it? Just
and
done it by
I've just done it by hand.
That's great.
You can do it on your scarboard, but because it's a nice lightweight paper, it folds beautifully just with
Lovely.
your fingers.
That's great.
Yeah. So what colour next? So this is just a fun bit now. Just deciding on your colours, your pattern, how you want it all to look.
And could you, if you wanted to, use, say, some of the other coloured paper that you have, as in the little strips, could you use maybe some of the reds from the Poppy?
Oh, absolutely. Mix and match.
Brilliant.
I mean, there's so many. There's so many beautiful colours.
Yeah.
So I'm throwing them everywhere.
Well, that's the thing. I'm looking at it and thinking, wow, there's loads.
So there's lots of the different colours. Oh, do you know, Georgina's just gave a fantastic idea. So your old magazines, old newspapers, old books, because that paper, that's perfect weight for doing these. So use those. You're going to have such an amazing vintage look if you're using old books. If you're using one of your fashion magazines and you're giving the dress one to the fashionista in your life. So that's a great idea, because that... So do you know what, Georgina always makes me laugh, and then she makes me look like a crazy person on here. Because sometimes she says things that I can't repeat. Yes, so yeah, your certificates. I mean, I'm pretty sure that mine got binned a long time ago, my GCSEs.
Did they?
Yes.
I think I've still got mine.
I was quite a bit of a... No, I was good at school. I was saying this yesterday. I was brilliant at school, but as soon as it came to doing exams, that was it.
Oh, tell me
I'm
about
not an
it.
exam person.
No, me neither.
Definitely
not one bit. I've got a law exam on the 11th of January, which is a lovely treat to look forward to straight
wonderful.
after Christmas.
Rather you than me.
Yeah. Should I just watch loads of Law and Order, says George, and I'll be right. Okay. Just watch loads of telly and that's my revision. Love it.
That sounds good. So let's carry on. So I'm just layering these up, and when you are going to make these into your finished card, you're going to find it easier to make it, use your foam pads, because you're going to get quite a bit of bulk behind this. So when you are putting it onto your card, either foam on a roll around the edge, foam pads, anything like that, just to give enough room so you've got that bulk covered up.
We've had a couple of questions in, actually. Caroline French is in with us. Hello, Caroline. How are you? Caroline French is in with us from the UK. And she said, I would be tempted to cut the strips lengthways and get double the amount. Not sure if this would work, question mark.
You could do that. You absolutely could do that. But the reason we fold it is because you just get that beautiful edge.
And it makes it a bit more 3D, doesn't it?
It does. But if you wanted to cut it and do it that way, and you want that rough edge or the not as clean an edge, it would be a bit flatter. You wouldn't have as much dimension to it. But then again, you know, if that's the look you're going for, absolutely go for it. You don't know unless you try. So it might look amazing, absolutely. And it might not. You might think, oh my God, why did I even try that?
Yeah.
So So I've got up to 12, and you can see the next one there is 16. So I don't need to go to that. I'm going up there to 13.
Got you.
So just literally follow your numbers. But yeah, you could distress your edges if you wanted. So you've got that distressed look coming through the other side if you don't want the clean edge look. It's all about just having a play, seeing how it works out. It might end up the most fabulous thing you've ever seen, or you might think, well, I'm not trying that again.
Yeah.
But you don't know until you try.
No. Sandpaper Hugs has had an idea saying, how about using an old dictionary? That would look really cool.
Amazing.
Yes, it
Absolutely.
really would. That'd be ace. And that's the thing, isn't it? You know, especially in the world that we are in now, thinking about upcycling and reusing.
Yes.
How incredible that, you know, an old book or a dictionary or a magazine that's gone out of date can be reused for something like this, because you've got the dye, you've got the template. You can have years and years worth of fun from this, really, can't you?
Oh, absolutely. And that's what the crafting's all about. It's getting either new stuff or using the stuff that we've got, or combining them both. And having a play.
Definitely.
Until you've had a play and a try, you absolutely don't know what you're going to end up with.
Ooh, musical, what's they called? You know, sheet music.
Sheet music,
yes.
Oh, that would
It was
amazing.
my impression that made you get that, wasn't it? Yeah, sheet music could be kind of cool for it too.
Absolutely. So I've got that far so far, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to show you how it's coming on.
Yeah.
So that is how it's coming on. So you see what I mean by how I turned it over to work on the back, I flipped it back over, and this is the front. So I would just trim those pieces off there, and then obviously.
The question I am a little bit questioning is, you see, because I've not seen this before, you see the triangular section you've got in the middle. How do you do that bit?
Oh, this bit?
Like the eyes, yeah.
So what will happen is, so I'll lay that back over to show you. So this is how far I've got so far. So it's literally, with that number there, so then I need to go into there.
Yeah.
And there.
Yeah.
And then there and there.
Yeah.
And then by the time I've got to there and there, you've come in enough with your paper that you will just then do exactly the same. So you will go.
That's clever.
21,
I see it, get it now.
20, 21, 22, 23.
It's clicked.
And then you can either leave the middle bit, or you can leave actually a bigger bit open and make it as a shaker element. So there's many different ways that you can use them.
You put someone's face there.
Oh, absolutely. Can you imagine?
Face on a wing. Something nice about it.
Yeah.
Or weird. Either or.
Yeah, one or the other. We'll have a play, see how that works out. So that's how it's coming on. And then, as you can see with this one, so that one I alternated my colours. This one I've gone in more of block colours. It's entirely up to you. You can bring in all the other ones. I mean, these are the ones that have got that beautiful spotty paper in there. So don't feel like this is the blue one that comes with it. That's what you have to use for your butterflies, because you don't. But as you can see from the back again, it builds up quite a bit of a depth. So what I do is I go over the whole thing with just some more either sellotape, or I've used my low tack. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring, in fact, I think I've got some foam on a roll. So I'm going to bring some...
Anyone else singing that song in their head?
Foam on a roll, foam on a roll. Hey!
I always forget the last bit, how it goes.
I normally just join in. So basically everyone out there has heard me just sing the last two lines of a song.
Yeah.
But I heard it all because George and George were singing in my head.
Yeah.
So it didn't sound as weird to me as it did to you. So I've just decided to throw all caution to the wind and just go with the singing on air. You know, I do. In fact, you know what? I think I've got a fabulous singing voice.
What's your go-to disco song, your karaoke tune?
Oh, I don't know. I just love singing anything and everything.
Do you?
I just love to sing. So if a song comes on, I start singing and dancing, and it doesn't matter if I'm in the supermarket.
I love that.
And my kids are dying of embarrassment. You just have to go for it.
I
Just
love
makes you
that.
dance even more.
Yeah, it does. Totally.
It does. So what I've done is, I've done the foam all around the outside, and what I'm going to do is I'm just taking the corners up of each piece. It does look, it looks like a face there, look.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like a koala bear.
Yeah, it does a little bit.
So I'm just turning those edge pieces up because it makes it easier for a layering. So when I put this on there, it's not going to all get stuck down at once, to make it easier for me to just do it. So there we go. And then just peel them out gently, and then you can just press it all down.
Lovely. So you know it's in the right place then.
Absolutely, yeah. There we go. So that is my beautiful butterfly aperture.
Fabulous.
So then I'm going to bring this in, and you have got the what is that middle bit?
Body.
Is it just the body?
The body, the head and antennae. Is it antennae?
Antennae,
The
yeah.
boppers, what are they? Oh no, they're what you wear on a hen do, aren't they?
Not quite the same thing, I'm thinking. So you've got those beautiful flowers, and you've got the not dealy boppers.
No, yeah.
So we're just going to run his little body through.
What do they call a hen do in America? It's not a hen do, is it? Oh, bachelorette party, that's
is.
it. Yeah.
We bachelor and bachelorette,
Bachelor and bachelorette. Here in the UK, we call it a stag and a hen do. Why?
Why do they get called stags? Like, you know, something, and we get called hens? It's like, what's that all about?
Because we're chicks.
Yeah, a dodo doesn't have the same ring
Yeah,
to
that's
it.
so true. Stag do do do. No, that's sounds like a sort of band name, doesn't it? And next up on the Eurovision Song Contest for Slovakia, it's Dodo. I like it.
I like that.
Hey, oh, you got your sticky pads out again.
I have. So you can either just glue this on and lay it flat, but I've just cut one of my foam pads really thin, because again, you know how much I like to have that depth and dimension on my card.
You do indeed.
I do. So this would be nice cut out of a bit of black glitter card rather than just the black matte.
It's a nice idea.
There we go. So that's my little butterfly for now. So I'm just going to bob that to the side because we'll put this card together. So, I'm making a right mess. I don't know why I'm surprised at myself for making a right mess. It happens every time. So I've got just an 8x8 card blank, and I've used that lovely hint of gold Centura pearl that we have. And this was from this is our A3 pads, which is why I've been able to just make a huge card base without having a join in it. But again, they're such a good weight on them that you can make all your card bases perfectly with them. So just taping this up and making sure it's not an Australian card. So I always wondered if we call it an Australian card when we do it upside down. Yeah, do they call it a British card when they do it upside down?
I don't know, but I'm happy to do the research. No, don't message in. I'll just nip into Australia. I've always fancied it, and maybe this way I can get work to pay for it.
Yeah,
to research.
Yeah, maybe it's all in the name of the job, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
There we go. So before I put this on, I'm going to put a little bit of ribbon and a bow, and so I've got some of the little flowers. So I've cut them out of so this is the farmhouse paper.
Okay.
So I've just cut it out of some farmhouse paper and then just normal white card, and I've just got a few bits of ribbons, and then I have the hello. So the hello is from this. So we're going to layer this up, see where I want it.
I love that font. That's quite unusual, actually.
It is a lovely font.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I find that with our stuff, all the different stuff that we do, we manage to do lots of different fonts. They all seem to go perfectly with the collections that they're done for as well.
Yeah.
Just needs whoever's, they're so clever in that design team back there.
They are indeed, Els.
They are. So there we go. So that's my hello. And we're just going to tape this up because it's already on some foam pads, so it doesn't need any more. And then, so before I stick that on, I'm going to just have that going over the corner. Loving a little bit of a corner ribbonage going on there.
Yeah,
corner
me too.
ribbonage.
Yeah, it's lovely.
There we go. And then I've got a little bow for there. Bob that on that way. And then just a couple of these flowers. So I've just cut it out a couple of times and then laid them up. Put a little gem in the middle. And let's move that over a little bit.
Oh, it looks great.
So that is
Woo.
that iris folding.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah, I'm going to show you a few samples as well.
Oh, yeah, please do.
Of the other ones. So that's mine. And then where did I put my samples? I did have them ready, I promise. They're here, look.
Yeah.
They were organised somewhere else, but still organised. So there you go. So there is that beautiful champagne bottle in those beautiful greens that it comes with. But again, just changing the colour up of those papers that come with it. Oh, and there's that Glamour. So that beautiful, beautiful dress. I absolutely adore it. But this one, so the piece of card has been embossed, and then cut out, or cut out and then embossed. Whichever I would cut out and then emboss, because I think if you emboss first and then run it back through to cut it out, it's gonna deboss your emboss.
Yes, yeah. Good point.
So embossing it and then using it on that fold back card, and then this is that beautiful present. And again, the way that they've designed it so the papers fold on it is just amazing. They're so beautiful. Up and away. Doesn't that make you just want a nice long summer's evening with a gin and tonic, feet up in the back garden.
Oh yeah.
And those poppies
that
there.
That was great.
I adore this. So you can keep it nice and clean and simple, or you can really go to town. So this is that butterfly that I've just used, but the background's been stenciled with that beautiful cloud effect stencil there, and then cut out. So
great.
Absolutely love these, and it's just so much fun to do again, whereas it wasn't before, and now it is. I've got a new love for iris folding.
I think that is marvellous. It really is. Michelle, thank you so much for showing us that. Get the collection whilst it is a bargain, okay? If it's your first order today or your platinum, it's just £76.68 or $127.16. That's a stellar deal. Considering it was meant to be $200 pretty much, that's an incredible deal. So if you would like them, then do grab them. And as we say, there is only kind of an element within this that is something you would use up. But then once you have used up, say, all the strips of paper, there is nothing stopping you from cutting your own. There is nothing stopping you from using the likes of, leftover magazines, as we've said. So if you do want to seize the moment on that, now is your chance, because then you can sit back, relax, know you've ordered it, and then you can join us for that make later on in the day. Another treat I want to tell you about is my tote bag. And this is our Totally Tiffany tote bag. Now, the great thing about this is it's kind of all in one place, ready and raring to go. But even more spectacular is the things we've put in this aren't there just for show. Oh no, in here you are getting absolutely loads. So it's your Ditto tool tote. If you don't have this, let me just say, this is probably one of the bags that most of the craft experts have. I have it myself. You can fill these up as much as you want. But as you can see, it's Velcroed at the back, so if you do want to just put it all on one side, then you absolutely and completely can. You've also got that secret pocket at the back as well. You don't just get this wonderful tote, you're getting what's in it as well. So we're bringing you your rocker blocks. These are your large ones. I'm also bringing to you today some squizzers, which are always good to have your scissors. I've then got your bone folder, which remember you can use on paper, you can use it on metals, you can use it on your fabrics. I'm bringing to you also in here pokey tools, and we have got a set of tweezers as well. If you're looking at this and thinking, Bex, that deal is sensational and I fancied getting my hands on that, but I've already got a pokey tool and I've already got the rocker block. At that kind of price point, gift these on. That is Christmas stocking fillers sorted, isn't it? So you can absolutely feel free to do that. Today, that deal right there on your screen, platinum price, you're looking at just £37.08, which is phenomenal. So do feel free to treat yourself. We have got so many treats coming up for you, not just today, but every day here at Crafters TV. To find out more, have a sneak peek at this.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours. I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing. Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome back to Crafters TV. How on earth is your day going so far? Do you need a little bit of a boost, a little bit of a pep? Well, we are here for you. We've got some great deals on for you this morning, and we've got more creativity to come. There's already been loads of you having a good old natter on our socials. Don't forget, you can get involved with that too. Hello to the lovely Rosalind, who says, when we used to do this, we're talking about the iris folding. When we used to do this a few years ago, we used double-sided tape on the piece that was already down. That's a good way of doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could you do that with your tape pen?
You could do, yeah, definitely. As long as you're not putting it on the pieces that you're going to see through your aperture, that's
yeah.
absolutely brilliant, yeah.
Great tip, love that idea. Caroline is saying the butterfly is screaming out for some sparkle gems.
Yes, absolutely. A girl after my own heart. Absolutely.
Yeah, get the glitz out, girls. Evangeline. Hi, Evangeline. Evangeline, that's the name of a character from something, isn't it? Leave it with me. Oh, Oh man, oh that's so annoying. Oh, what's it called? It's a film, it's a cartoon film. The last kiss in the lips of the...
Roger Rabbit?
Oh, no. You know at home, don't you? I know you do. Of course you do. Evangeline, it's a character in it.
Oh,
There's something about snogging, kissing in it. Oh, it'll come to me. Messaging, you know. Anyway, hello Evangeline. Evangeline may or may not be from the cartoon I'm thinking of, is saying, I love the gown card. I made this birthday card for 4 granddaughters, all birthdays in November. Ooh. That's a busy month for you, isn't it? But that's lovely. I hope they loved it. Mary said, I do have most of the stuff in it, but I'm always misplacing things, so backups are good. I like having a crafting first aid kit. Hey, that's a great way of putting it. Yeah, like having a crafting first aid kit. Hey, today we are talking about, it's National Postal Service Day here in the UK. It's also National Violin Day, so do message in if you're playing the instruments. But also, I like that one. If you were to have a crafting first aid kit, what would be your 3 staples in it? The 3 things that you maybe always lose but you always need. Do feel free to get social with us. I would love to hear from you. Yes, and do let me know who Evangeline is as well, if you know. We have got, because it saves me just going, you'll know what I mean. You'll know what I mean when I'm not just practicing kissing on my hand. Although my hand says I'm very good. We have got today so many treats for you, and the resist stamps are what we want to talk to you about right now. We are bringing to you a massive amount in this collection, and they're quite unusual, the resist stamps, aren't they?
they are. Unusual but fabulous.
Yes.
As all our stuff is, what can I say?
Absolutely. We're going to be giving you the opportunity to get all 6 of these different designs. So in it, you're going to get the delightful butterflies, the wildflowers and butterflies, the swirling florals, the magnificent mandalas, spring blooms and flowers and buds. This is for our Monday makers today. You are saving over 45% on this, which is best ever price by quite a way. And if you would like to have a nosy at them, I've got the lady for you.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So these embossed resist stamps are just fabulous. So this is the delightful butterflies. So as you can see from this middle panel, you can just stamp those out. If you just want to stamp those out, absolutely go for it. But then stamp it out and heat emboss it, and then you can do a multitude of things. You can do your aquas over it, you can just blend your inks over it, you can watercolour with your inks over it, which you've probably seen me do many times, and then do your faux bleach effect on there. So absolutely fabulous, and a lovely, lovely size. So yeah, so butterflies, of course. Where would our stash be without those schmetterlings? And then this is my absolute favourite. So this is your wild flowers and butterflies. And as you can see, so it's been heat embossed with either our white opaque ink, or you can just do it with the clay, you can do it with the black, you can do it with any of our opaque inks and then heat emboss them over, obviously depending on what colour you're going for. And then again, but as like you can see here, just stamp it out in the black. So if you stamp it out in our black alcohol proof dye, you can just colour them in. So don't feel that you just have to use it as a resist technique. And this one's beautiful, swirling florals. I absolutely love that sunflower, and I love it where it's really deep red in the middle and sort of do a sunburst colour out of it. So with your aquas, so going from a really deep red out to a really light yellow, nice ombre effect. And then this, magnificent mandalas. So again, heat emboss it or just stamp it out and colour it. Practice it is you're colouring in your mandalas, so practice you're colouring with this one, but all a nice, beautiful size. Spring blossoms. Again, I absolutely love this one. Just beautiful. And the heat emboss, so the resist effects that you get with these is just fabulous, it really is. And then last but not least, flowers and buds. And again, just inking it up, you know, colouring over that clear emboss, or if you're doing it on your black card and you're using your white opaque ink pad that we've got, gives you an absolutely totally different effect. Using our metallic ones, you know, colouring it in with your metallic pens, sparkle pens, so, you know, just have fun and have a play with those, definitely. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll have fun, we'll have a play. Why not?
Let's do it.
So, wild flowers and butterflies. I did say this was my favourite, so I'm going to have a play with this. And this is fresh out of the packet, and I don't know if you've seen me do it in the past, but these are great. So if you get your watercolour card, do a wash of whatever colour you want on the back, and then put your stamp onto obviously your platform and wet it. So obviously get this dry first, but wet this, and then when you stamp with it, because it's wet, it's going to lift the colour there. So where it lifts the colour is going to be in the pattern of this beautiful stamp. But you really need a clean one, because I've tried to do it on air before and my stamp was still a little bit dirty, so it ended up dirty. So if you're going to do that, either make sure that you clean your stamps really, really well, or keep a set just for that effect.
Okay.
But that looks beautiful. Just lifting the colour off with your stamp rather than stamping colour on.
Yes, I get you.
You're lifting it off and it looks amazing. So, talking about stamping and stamping platforms, I'm going to bring mine in. My wonderful, beautiful stamping platform, which I will wax lyrical, is that how you say it?
It is.
About this until the cows come home, because I hated stamping. I really did. And when I was on the design team and I was given an allocation with stamping, I was like, can someone else not do that? And then she made me one day. She was like, no, you absolutely must get a stamping platform. You will love it. So I got the stamping platform, did my first allocation and was in love.
That's brilliant.
Absolutely in love.
That's great. I do feel like you and your stamping platform need to get a room, because it's like the 5th time you've mentioned it today.
I know. I know. But I keep thinking every time I re-mention it, someone may have just joined in.
Yeah,
or,
no, it's
you know,
true,
someone may not.
No, it's very true. And what I will say is, it is totally fabulous, and I do agree with you. And 25% off at the minute.
Oh,
by the looks
bargain.
of things. Check out the website
Fabulous.
if you'd like one.
You do. It's not that you'd like one. You absolutely need one.
By the way, because I know you have been on 10 Tucks over there, like, why is Bex kissing a hand? People have messaged in. Booper, you're an absolute love. You got in first. Evangeline, you have also confirmed what Booper is saying. It's from Princess and the Frog. Have you seen it?
No.
You've not seen the Disney's Princess and the
No.
Frog? Are you joking, Georgina? You've not either. Oh, it's brilliant. Frozen, you've not seen either. I would say that Princess and the Frog, personally, I prefer to Frozen.
I've not
music
seen
in
it.
is ace. Oh, it's brilliant. It's very funny as well. Yes, but in it there is a firefly who has a girlfriend that he's never met, and the girlfriend is called Evangeline, and the girlfriend is actually the moon, and he thinks that she is the biggest, most beautiful firefly, and he always tries to go and see her, but she's the moon. Oh, it brings a tear. Thanks for letting me know, Beeper and Evangeline. That would have driven me wild.
Love it. So what I did was I went in with my white opaque, so it's a pure white opaque ink pad, and I just stamped it up, and now I'm going over with some embossing powder. Just make, I mean, it's even there, I don't know if you can see it. There you go, look, even there you can pick it up. There you go, look at that.
Great.
So we're going to emboss this now. So I'm just tipping that back in there carefully, because it's me. So we're going to heat emboss this now. So this is the fun bit. So just getting it hot enough before I put it on. And there we go. I can watch people do this all day. So this is literally one of those things that if someone said, I'm just going to heat emboss for the next hour, I'd be like, right, I'm right with you. So you just might lose me to a heat embossing coma rather than a colour coma for the minute.
Well, whilst you're doing that, Vicky is saying, today is my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. She says, I need to buy something, right?
Yeah,
You already know the
absolutely.
answer, Vicky. Come on now. It's your birthday. You can't treat yourself today, when can you? Oh, from all of us here at Crafters TV, we do wish you a really wonderful birthday. So do absolutely and completely treat yourself if you fancy something on the show today, of course.
Stamping platform. Do you have one? If not, treat yourself.
They are.
25% off. You can't beat a bargain on your birthday.
We were talking earlier on about our crafting first aid kit, your 3 must-haves, okay? So obviously yours would probably be a stamping platform. But if
what
those
makes you
aren't,
think that?
that's one of your favourites for sure. But what 3, as in 3 things that if you lose it, you just couldn't do without it? You'd have to have a backup.
So my pokey tool.
Yeah.
Always losing it and absolutely always need it.
Yeah.
And my tweezers.
Oh,
I
really?
do everything with those.
Yeah.
I really do. So when I lose those, I feel like I've lost a limb.
Right. Yeah.
What else do I always lose? Oh, this. I'm always losing this. I really need to put it onto one of those little dispensers.
Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah.
Because I put it down and I always lose it. So
Yeah.
they're definitely my 3 that...
Those would be your 3.
Yeah.
Well, don't forget that if you do want to get the pokey tool and the tweezers, we've actually got them in this tote bag deal today if you did want it. And also, you're not alone on the pokey tool. Lily, hi Lily, is saying crafting first aid kit, 3 must-haves: pokey tool, dotty tape and tacky glue. Those are the ones that you always need to get your hands on. And yeah, the pokey tool, I'm always losing mine.
Yeah.
It loves the side of the sofa, doesn't it? A pokey tool.
Yeah.
Loves it. Do let us know what yours would be, your 3 essential crafting first aid kits, the thing that maybe you always need but often lose, so you always need a backup. Oh, that looks great, doesn't it, Michelle?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm going to bring this one in because I've cut this one down to the size I want. It's just a little bit smaller. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to bring in some of my aqua pens. Oh, and I always lose this as well, my little bone folder thing.
Well, we've got that in the Totally
And I would just sew it in there, I thought, absolutely. So, aqua pens, let me just move those. Some water and some brushes. And some kitchen roll. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, so I've brought in my marine, burgundy, marigold and moss. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay some of it on my mat and then I'm going to bring in my biggest one. So that's my, I don't know, I think there's a number on it, isn't it? Let's have a look. Oh, so this is my 19 mil.
Okay.
So it is, I think it's the biggest one. So I'm just going to pick that up with some, with my brush, and I'm just literally going to, a third of the card, I'm just going to wash over.
It's magic, isn't it, that? Straight away.
It really is. So I'm happy with that. In fact, what I might actually do is I'm just going to lay a bit more on there. And then I'm going to pick it up with not adding any extra water.
Okay.
And I'm just going to go over that top bit. I just want to deepen that top bit up just a little bit.
That's nice.
So there we go.
That kind of ombre look.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So give my brush a good wash, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to do exactly the same with the marigold. So I'm going to lay some marigold on my glass mat, and this is another reason why your glass mat's perfect. You can literally throw all sorts, I mean not literally, don't throw stuff at your glass mat and say, it didn't take that. Yeah, so you can, for this kind of play, it's just wonderful. So just going to overlap it just a little bit. And I'm not being too precious or too careful. And as you can see, it's picking up that emboss beautifully.
That looks great,
And
doesn't
then,
it?
yes, I absolutely adore playing with this resist technique. And then last but not least, I've said that a lot today. I need a new catchphrase. The moss, and I'm going to do exactly the same just on the bottom. Not too much water. And then lay that over.
Beautiful.
So there we go. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over the top and just dab, because obviously there's going to be a bit of wet on top of my emboss. I'm just going to dab that off, and then that's like that is.
Magic.
And then what I'm going to, I just love the effect. I love the magic as you see it coming up and out.
Yeah.
So I've brought in my burgundy. So what I'm going to do with this is I've got that really fine end on it, and I'm just going to, I mean, you can do the same. So you could lay it on your mat and use your really fine pointed brush to go in and just colour your petals in. But because they're only this small, I'm quite happy to do it this way. So I'm just going to highlight some of these petals up. And I'm using the aqua to do this because obviously I've used the watercolour card and I've made the background with the aquas. So I'm going to go in with the aqua. I wouldn't go in with an alcohol pen on the top. It wouldn't play well with the paper that's a bit damp underneath, but this will go perfect.
Great.
So just highlighting those.
Oh, Julie's just let us know. Evangeline is also the name of the love interest of Colin Firth in Nanny McPhee.
Oh.
Yes, of course, because it's the sort of, she cleans the house or whatever, doesn't she? She gets sent away and then comes back. You're so right. Evangeline. Have you watched Nanny McPhee?
I saw it. It was on TV. It literally just started maybe about a year ago.
Right.
And I didn't realise what it was. And it was literally, I was hooked within the first few minutes.
Yeah, it is magical, isn't it?
Because I always thought, I don't fancy that film. And it came on and I just literally couldn't move for the next hour and a half.
Oh, it's so lovely when films do that too, isn't it? Oh no, it is nice.
But that happened with Elf as well. So I'd never watched that film. I never really fancied it. And then it came on TV a few weeks ago. And I was literally, I could not stop watching it. I've never laughed. I mean, I was proper belly laughing at Elf. It was hilarious. I can't believe I've waited so long to watch it.
Yeah.
I keep saying to the kids, shall we watch Elf? And so I've got an excuse. They're like, no. I'm like, come on, someone watch Elf with me.
Oh, that's so cute.
I may just have to watch it on my own.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Absolutely.
Apparently, George watched Jack Frost last night. Is that the one where the dad becomes a snowman?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's a very sad film.
It is.
It is pretty sad, isn't it? I'm not going to give anything away for anyone who hasn't watched it, but it is rather sad. When we set up Christmas trees, which I did on Saturday, we always watch Christmas films. So on Saturday, the layer of it was when Elf, Home Alone, Muppets Christmas Carol, and then The Holiday were the ones we watched on the Saturday.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, Polar Express, I love that one as well. Yeah.
I love that film.
That one's one really close to Christmas though, I think.
Yeah.
When you feel really festive.
That's normally, I must admit, that's normally a Christmas Day film, I think.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that it's always on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
But it's one of those films that when it comes on, you can't turn it over, I don't think. So you have to watch the whole thing.
Agree with you. It's Tom Hanks, who is a train conductor, essentially, and the train goes to the North Pole. And yes, it's very magical. They do real-life versions of it here in the UK, you know.
They do, don't they?
Yeah, you go on and there's actors who are dancers and all the rest of it.
So I've just gone around the edges with my, well, this is Silent Night, but you could use your Midnight as well. So this is just my water reactive. And I just tickled those edges again with that ink. And don't worry that my paper's curling from the wet. It will dry and flatten out perfectly. So don't worry about that. Or you can, you know, use your heat tool on it to heat it up, warm it up, and then put it under a book. But once I've glued it on, it's going to go down fine. So I've got some of this beautiful card, black card, and that paper pad. Now I cannot for the life of me one of you beauties out there will probably know and help me out.
I do know, but I can't think of
It's right on the tip of my tongue.
It's not.
Because it's pearlescent. It's got that lovely sheen on it.
Oh, I know exactly what it is. It'll come to me. Is it the orange sunburst, sunset?
Yeah, something like that, isn't it? Yeah. It is. It's a 12 by 12. You see, I really should write them down when I've used, because you make so many. I really should write them all down so I know which ones I've used. But I think, no, I won't. I'll use it as a little quiz so you can all guess which one it is I've used.
You're so thoughtful to think of us, Michelle.
I think so. I think that, yeah.
Funny. Alexia, I hope I'm saying that right, is saying, I hope I've not just sent off someone's at home, something device, the thing that sits in the
Alexa.
corner. No.
Sorry. Alexa, stop.
So I think it's Alexia saying, does the resist work with all mediums, ?
It does. So because with the resist, because whatever it is that we're heat embossing it, so you're inking it up and you're heat embossing it. So you're either inking it up in a colour or plain and then using a coloured heat emboss or a plain heat emboss powder on top. So whatever, depending on what paper you put it on as well. So I've used this, our watercolour card. So I've been able to use my aquas on it, but if you use it on a different card base, then obviously, so our Nina, you can use your alcohol inks on it. So I pretty much, yes. So the short answer is yes.
Gorgeous, thank you.
So this is an 8x8 card base, and I've just cut the strip there, which is 2.5, and then I've cut one off the bottom, 2.5, and then I'm going to mat and layer this into the middle. So just give me a second to find my piece of black card.
No problem.
It's here somewhere. There it is. So there we go. So I'm going to layer that onto some black. Do I want to layer it onto, no, just black, I think. Should I go black and white? Oh, decisions. So I've got all embossing powder. So do I go black and then white and then that? Well, I think so, because it ties in a lot better.
Yeah.
So, tape pen. So as you can see, as mine's drying out, it's flattening lovely. So, and I've even wrote on it so I could remind myself, watercolour cardstock. So I write on them in the most random places, and then when I'm looking for what it actually is, there's no list next to me. I've glued it down somewhere and you can't actually see it.
Yeah.
But there's some logic in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So let's find a piece of white card. So I'm just going to layer it onto this and then I'll cut it down.
Okay.
And then we'll finish that card. But these are just perfect to be the centerpiece of your card. You want to make a right nice bold statement with these, and you're absolutely going to get it with these resist stamps, you really are. So just looking for my guillotine, which is also right next to me. When you just can't see for looking.
Oh, aye.
It's me every day. So let's just get that lined up. No, a little bit more. Oh, I love the sound of that. Is that just me?
You really go for it at the end as well, don't you?
I should be a bit more gentle with it, but I'm very heavy-handed. In everything I do, I just cannot help it. So I'm just going to tape the bottom of this and then the top, because obviously the middle is open. I don't want to glue it to the back of my card.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to lay that still. So lining the front piece up with the back piece, and then very quietly so it don't move on me. Sticking it down.
Lovely.
So there we go. So I haven't stuck it closed. George was just saying, just the black mat behind that looked okay, but then adding a black mat and a white mat, I think just makes it pop that little bit more.
Yeah.
So just something as simple as matting and layering, and then just a little bit of ink on your edges, really does make everything on your card just pop.
Yeah.
So again, I've just done my edges with the same blue ink pad, and we're going to get some foam pads.
So sharp.
For the change.
Surely foam pads would be in your emergency stash as well, wouldn't it?
They would, of course
Your
they
craft
would.
first aid kit. No, you didn't say it now, it's too late.
No, they definitely would. So just move that one, because that's going to be in the wrong place.
Okay.
So that's still going to be in the wrong place. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take those bottom ones off, and I'm going to just pop those two there and there. So maybe a bit of ribbon, a few gems, but I feel it doesn't need anything else. I think that is just enough.
I agree. That looks lush. Thank you so much, Michelle, for treating us to that. If you would like to recreate it, now is your chance. So you put your resist stamps there, which you can use as you would usual stamps as well. We're bringing them to you today, brand new, or if you're platinum, it's just £20.72 or $52.50. No, $25.52. See what I did there? We have got for you loads more for you today. If you've been planning on getting your hands on statement words, I've got your opportunity, which I'm bringing to you with almost £11 off or £14 off. What are you chuckling at?
Shopportunity. That's fabulous.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah, a little shopportunity, shopping opportunity. Yeah, shopportunity. We have got for you today a big selection. So these wonderful dies work whereby they'll cut out above and below, but you can use them kind of on the fold of a card as well, if you can see that, excuse me, or you can just cut out. These are great for box faces and so much more. Let's see what we're bringing. Hello, you. I've got in here. I've also got happy birthday. As well as that, I'm bringing to you, thank you. We're bringing as well your special day, which could be for anything actually, couldn't it? Like happy special day as in it's your birthday, or it's your wedding day, or it's your christening, or it's your Mother's Day, or it's your Tuesday. You know what I mean? That's a really useful one, that. Could be that. Yeah, they do, absolutely. Yeah, it could be well done on your new haircut day, couldn't it?
Well done on being fabulous day.
Yeah, it could. That's
Absolutely.
your special day, absolutely. We've also got for you the Just For You as well. And please note, not just are you getting the lovely font that cuts in and out, but you're also getting little details. So this is the double open and closed heart, for example, on this one. And then I've got your best wishes as well with the two closed hearts. And then we're back to the hello you. All of these ones today should be £60, not though. You're getting it for just $48.99 here in the UK, or $63.99. Should we get another bit of a demo in? Let's do it. We've got the cutting panel for you with the lovely Michelle.
I'm here. I was just picking something up.
I know, I turned to you just as you dropped something on the floor.
So I'll do the boards first. So I'll show you what you're getting.
Please.
I am organised, really. No, I'm not. We all know I'm not. Elegant roses. So these do exactly what it says on the tin. They're cutting panels. So you can create that beautiful panel, but it also just comes with the mat. So you can cut it out and put it on top, or you can actually cut it directly into your card. Front, box front, bag front, whatever you want to use it on. Floral, dragonflies. I absolutely adore this. And the paper piecing possibilities with these, brilliant.
Good bit of alliteration then.
I said it slowly, did you hear that?
Paper piecing possibilities.
Butterfly paradise. So again, with these, you could double cut your butterflies and layer it up on top, have the wings not glued down, and again, so that beautiful rose, it's literally called Beautiful Rose. So again, cutting it into your card, or you can cut it out and mat and layer it on top. Eastern trellis. Now this is a beautiful one. This you could cut again and again and again and make an amazing huge background just with that one. And then decorative filigree. And again, inking up, paper piecing. I mean, if you cut that out and give it to someone to paper piece as a jigsaw, it's sort of on the same lines of like one of those 1,000-piece ones that's just of like a tin of beans.
It'd be good to use as a stencil, that as well.
Absolutely, yes, and do that. I mean, I've cut them out of acetate before, and I've inked through them, and I use them as I don't use them as acetate, I use them as stencils. So yeah, absolutely. So I have got this one. So I may or may not have nicked this from Becky's pack shot over there, purely because mine's gone missing. So this is the one that I'm going to use, and this is the which one is this? I've just forgot.
Here. Is it the dragonfly
one? It is
one?
the Eastern trellis.
Right, okay.
I knew it was a trellis.
Right.
I just couldn't remember the Eastern, even though I've literally only just said that word to you. So this is the Eastern trellis. So as you can see, you have that lovely matte piece for the back, and then this decorative, beautiful element that you can just cut straight in. So I'm going to do that Z-fold card. So I've cut this down to 2 inches by 5 6/8, which is just the perfect size for me to cut that into. So let's put that on there. And see, I've lost it. It's my tape. There it is. I could do with one of those hats. You know those hats where you've got like the beer cans next to it and they're like attached to it? I could do with one of those, but like with all sorts of stuff to hang my crafty bits on.
Right, I get you.
They're always there next to me.
Yeah, I get you.
Might get in the way a little bit, but...
I mean, it would definitely turn some heads.
But and I would not always know where they are. No, I'd still lose them.
You wouldn't, you'd still lose them.
I would. So I'm one of those people who, when she's writing, I normally have my hair in a bobble, so I'll put my pen through the back of my bobble.
Yeah.
And by the end of the day, I've got like 5 pens, 3 pencils, and a partridge in a pear tree, literally, in my head.
Oh.
So, and still lose them. I'm still walking. That's why I end up with 5 pens in my hair, because I keep looking for another pen, forgetting that I've
got some in your hair.
Oh, it's a bit like, you know, Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Yeah.
The secretary, she just keeps pulling pen after pen after pen.
Yes, that's true.
Out of her hair. That's literally me.
Interesting question as a non-glasses wearer. Do you ever lose your glasses when you're wearing your glasses? Yes. Do you?
Oh, I do. But because I've got reading glasses, so these, I'm short-sighted, so these are my glasses and I have reading glasses. So because sometimes I swap and change, I'm looking for my glasses while they're on my face or in my hand.
Brilliant.
I'm running around saying, has anyone seen my glasses?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's great. Love it. That's funny.
Literally, there's nothing that I can't lose.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's funny.
I was going to say something that my mum used to say, but I won't because it's a little bit risque.
Oh, is it?
But yes, so she used to say something about I would literally lose them if they weren't in my bra.
Oh, right, okay.
But she didn't say it as polite as that.
Wow. It's like lose your, what is it? You lose your head if it weren't screwed on.
Yeah. See, now that would have been such a nicer way to say it to me, but no, my mum had to go to them depths.
Oh, classic.
She was a good old Yorkshire lass, she was.
Oh, we love that.
So that is that beautiful panel cut out.
That's great.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer it behind with this. So I'm going to use my dotted tape pen over this very carefully, because some of those little cut out pieces I don't want to bend up and lose. And then I'm just going to go around the edge with my normal one, if it wants to play for me. So just around the edges, just to secure it on there, and layer that on there. So there we go. So we've got that beautiful backing piece now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a piece of this in, and I'm going to stick it to some of our double-sided adhesive sheets. So I've just peeled that piece off. And if you've not used these before, literally so if it's patterned paper, this piece that you are going to use, obviously you don't stick down. So the back of what you're going to use, stick on there. So it literally makes it into a sticker. So then just going to cut that off and put that carrier sheet back on because I don't want to get that stuck to anything. And then I'm going to run this back through. So let me just cut that there. And all I want to, let me just tap that out, bear with me. Oh, Joe was tapping out yesterday by literally throwing his dies all about. I think he was a little frustrated. I was making him fussy cut.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I found it relaxing watching him. He didn't find it relaxing at all.
I find fussy cutting quite relaxing.
Yeah, I do. I really enjoy doing it. So what I want to do is, so this decorative circle piece, I'm going to cut out of this. And because I've obviously used the double-sided adhesive sheets, it's going to make it a lot easier for me to paper piece it up. So let's run this through. And these will go, so these are small enough that they'll go through your mini. So perfect size, so you don't need your big machine out. I like my big machine.
Yeah.
I like the power.
Yeah.
So we do these adhesive sheets. We do. I like ours the best. I mean, there's others, but some of them go really tacky, sticky, and you can't touch them. You literally get stuck up. But ours are brilliant. They're just sticky enough.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You know when sticky gets really hot and sort of
stringy.
Yes.
Like mozzarella on a pizza.
Yes, that's
when
it.
It's cooked.
Yeah. Well, some cheaper ones do that. Ours don't. Ours are brilliant. So as you can see, it's still in my die there.
It is.
So all I'm going to do now is just a piece at a time. So however you find, if you just push just like that, it pops it out. And I know that's obvious.
Tool.
Yes, pokey tool. So then, just like a sticker, I'm just going to peel. I'm going to try and peel that back off. Now, I'm going to tell you why I can't peel that back off.
Tell me why.
I will tell you why.
Have you done the wrong side?
No, it's not ours. It's not our double-sided.
Oh.
And the reason being, I ran out and I thought, well, I'll use that. It'll be just as good, and it's just not. Ours is just so much better and easier to use. So if you're going to buy the sheet, there is, you know, if you've used others and you've used ours, you'll know yourself the difference in quality. But so it's doing a good enough job. I mean, not that I would diss anything, but ours just is definitely a superior quality.
Yeah.
And that's just the truth. So trying to peel this with no nails. So I'm going to go all the way round, and this is, again, it's a little bit like colouring. It's really mindful, making sure you're getting all your bits where they need to go, and always having your poker tool on hand to do that. Just help you peel it up. I could do with Debbie Robinson's nails for this. So I'm going to keep going all the way round until I get to, just bear with me, I've just lost all my bits. No, they're there. So I'm just going to go all the way around till I've got all my petals in, making sure that each one goes where it's supposed to do. So it's quite satisfying peeling that off just like that, you know, I must admit.
Is it?
Yeah, it's so much fun. And I think that's what it should be.
Definitely.
At the end of the day, we're supposed to be having fun doing this. Until you get to that one that won't peel up.
Oh, here's an interesting non-question, but it is a question from Caroline.
Okay.
I have just made my first paper bow using the Create a Bow stencils. Is it possible to be in love with a die set?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
There we go. No hesitation.
I love that die set. It's an absolute corker, and it's one of those things that you're like, why did we not release this before?
Yeah.
So yes, it absolutely is.
Is one from Anne Lee. Can you get double-sided adhesive sheet? Can you get double-sided adhesive sheet?
So we do. They're on our website. So they're an A4 sheet, and I think you get 5 in a pack, and they're double-sided adhesive sheets, and they work exactly like I've just showed you. So you will peel the top bit, so the carrier bit up. You will stick onto it, and then you will run it through your machine. And ours are absolutely brilliant. By far the best that I've used, because I like to do this kind of thing a lot. And if you've got some of our sentiments, you know, some of the quite tricky ones that can be a bit fiddly with, a bit delicate with your dotty tape pen, I use our double-sided sheets. So absolutely. And they're definitely on there because I've just ordered some because I've run out.
Oh, good.
So we're going to put this card together, and you can go in and paper piece as much as that as you want. You could come in with a different colour, and then you know, ombre it out, anything you want. Just back it with acetate and make it into a little shaker element. So lots of fun to be had with these. So let's get this matte and layered up. Wrong one. It's funny, just by the noise you can tell that I've picked up the wrong tape pen there. Yeah.
As opposed to
That's it. So let's get this layered on. It's a good job this table's so huge because I make such a mess. I can just push everything to the side.
How big's your crafting area at home?
So I use the kitchen table.
Yes.
So it's a big table, and I literally I fill all the space up, and the kids will come down and they're like, can I have tea? And I'm like, no, I'm crafting. No, I don't really. I do feed my kids really. So let's get this last bit done. So yes, I think it doesn't matter how big your table is, you craft to whatever size your room is. So if you've got a huge room,
completely,
you tend to still fill the huge room with a crafty mess.
It's like goldfish, isn't it?
Yes, grow to the size of the
space they're living in.
I must have always lived in a really small space because I'm tiny. Maybe that was the problem. Mum should have had a bigger house.
I will also remind you, Michelle, you're not a goldfish.
Oh, that might be it then. I like to think that you only grow to the size of perfection. So I just reached perfection a lot sooner than lots of people.
I've not heard that before, but
So
I like it.
that's my excuse for being short, and I'm sticking to it.
I love it.
So there we go. So we've got that beautiful element there on the front. So just for you, and guess what? A foam pad.
Yay!
So just for you on there, and then I've got a lovely little wonky bow, and that's going to go just above it there. And then, so that is my delicate cutting panel double Z fold card.
That is adorable. Thank you so much. Do you mind grabbing out the cards that you've made? Because it's time for us to vote on card of the show, demo of the show, if you will. So let's have a little reminder from Michelle.
So I've just thrown all my rubbish to the side, my mess to the side so you can see. So number 1 is the Schmetterling, that beautiful iris folding butterfly. Number 2 is the resist stamps. And then number 3 is that delicate cutting panel.
Give us a message in on our social medias for you to vote for your favourite, and then we'll announce the winner later on. You can get in touch with us, all the reasons at the bottom. Let me bring to you the opportunity. If you have been loving these demos, you will notice that 2 of the 3, maybe even more, we used some inks of some sort, and that's what I'm bringing to you. Now, it's a big collection of these, and I'm bringing them to you in your opaque pigment. Let's go through some of the colours. I'm bringing to you this wonderful Chinese red. It would go great with the chinoiserie collection that we have. As well as that, I've got your crushed velvet, really deep, rich aubergine purple. I've got your Friar Brown on this one, lovely for brickwork and the likes. Then I've got fuchsia. It's a lovely colour, this. It's very modern, or futuristic, if you will. Went there. Honey pot I've got for you, great for your Bee Fabulous ranges. Lemon tonic, I've got two, really nice zesty. We're bringing to you your pale fig in this collection as well, that delicate lilac colour. Then I'm bringing to you plum jam. This has got a real lovely, very berry look. Then I'm bringing to you your pink tulip, that delicate pink, and you've got your spring meadow in here as well, which I have to say goes great with your lemon tonic, really summery vibe. So if you do want to seize the moment, now is your chance on that one. A Monday mega deal that I have for you is all about your absolute and complete essentials. We're bringing to you an acetate and card essential collection, and you are getting a massive amount in here. 2 packs of your Nina card you're going to be getting in here, 16 pages of course, and I've got your watercolour as well in here, 2 packs of that also, so there you go, 1 and 2, and then 2 packs of your It Back heat resistant acetate. It feels like it's been ages since we've seen this. We've got your heat resistant acetate here as well, so you can grab it whilst you can, and it is just $18.99 at this moment in time. That's 25% off, so seize the moment whilst you can. We have got those on your Monday makers, but that's not all we've got. We've also got a wonderful bit of a craft along today, which is all to do with those iris folds, and this is the list of treasures that you're going to need to get ready before that show if you would like to craft along at home. So this is the card at the top that you're going to be making, and we have got for you your congratulations folding die. You've got your creator bow dies, Happy New Year expressions die, Christmas green centura, chartreuse centura, ivy centura, gold glitter card, craft card scraps, matte black card, white stamping card, and a hole punch or a circular die. That's for the sort of bubbles. I've got the Gemini Machines a tool, your Scoremaster, guillotine, your Carlisle glues, and your foam on a roll, Xyron machine, sorry, your glue gun, your craft knives and scissors, your pokey tool and bone folder, your wonderful ruler, pencil, and your eraser, and as well as that, your gold brads. That's everything you need. Get it all ready and wearing, because then we can get crafting. Hello to loads of you are getting involved, talking about your 3 favourites, your craft must-have essential first aid kit. Betty is saying the tape pen, pokey tools and paper trimmer. That's like the 4th person we've had with a pokey tool. Val is in saying, my 3 things would be, oh Val, you mischief maker. My 3 things would be the 3 wheelie totes that are just full of most of the things that I use. I know this is cheating, you are. Hello to Carol as well, saying first aid kit, pokey tool, scoring tool and acrylic stamp mat. A lot of people saying the pokey tool. It is a good one, I have to say.
It's a must-have, absolutely.
Yeah. Hello to you all, and guess what, Michelle? Demo of the show is in. What are you guessing today? What are you putting your odds on?
The iris folding.
Are you?
No. The resist stamps.
Yes.
Yay.
No, I'm joking, it's not. It was demo 3.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
Oh,
This
I
one
do
won.
love that though.
It's beautiful, that, isn't it?
Thank you very much.
It's a really happy-go-lucky
It
card,
is.
that.
And it's so much fun just doing the paper piecing with them.
Totally.
It really is.
So we are going to put that in the mix for the demo of the day with those treats coming up for you. Michelle, when you're back on?
Tomorrow
What have
morning,
you got?
me tomorrow morning for wake up call, and I think I've got I'm not sure, but you've definitely got me for wake up call.
Great. Well, tomorrow wake up call is at 12 p.m. in the UK, 7 a.m. Eastern time. Don't forget. And that's not all from us today at Crafters TV. You've got to be staying tuned because, as well as that lovely craft along, we're bringing to you the Monday makers as well. But remember, you can buy your items now, so long as you check out pretty soon. That means that you can sit back and just enjoy these shows as and when they come on. So do grab them whilst you have the opportunity. Michelle, thank you for joining us at home as usual. I will be back with you very soon, but for now, from me, enjoy your day.